Seems to be working pretty well thus far. Yes, it is. Jay White with a majority of offense, sticking and moving against his arguably more powerful opponent.
Yeah, Switchblade Jay White, typically a counter wrestler, a defensive wrestler, but now coming out of the gates hot. But Hangman Adam Page reversing just brute force attack, pounding Jay White down in the corner.
Hangman is hearing it from the fans here in Tacoma, the Tacoma Dome. Things he has done over the past couple of months have been just absolutely repulsive.
But I mean, in Hangman's mind, and this is no excuse for it, but Hangman believes he's justified. He believes he walks the righteous path. I'm not sure how he possibly can still believe that.
After what Swerve Strickland did to his family, to his house.
But still, Hangman Adam Page burned down Swerve Strickland's childhood home.
Well, quid pro quo, Clarice.
A chop to the chest after working over both the right and left legs of Hangman Adam Page, and now Switchblade Jay White maybe looking for a single leg crab. Hangman doing a good job cutting off his back to make it to the wrestle. Switchblade, great adaptation there.
Jay White, who has just continued to prove ever since beginning as a young lion in New Japan, certainly excelled. Part of the Bang Bang Gang into the cover.
Now, Switchblade, the leg hooked.
You know, guys, this is a great way to kick off Wrestle Dream. You're talking about two stars, and you mentioned that Jay White, international star, brought in to AEW. Kazuchika Okada was brought in. Our roster has never been better, and you're looking at Hangman Adam Page, a former world champion. Two great stars at the beginning of this telecast.
Yeah, Switchblade Jay White still looking for his first singles gold of his AEW career. And what better way to get back on that path than to take down the former AEW World Champion of Hangman Adam Page?
Yeah, certainly. If he can get beyond Adam Page and whoever is number two on that list, get by him as well.
That's an important strategic move by Switchblade Jay White. Don't divulge the name of that number two. Give anyone time to prepare.
Keep him thinking. Absolutely. It could be anyone.
Look at the fans at ringside call out the Hangman. Same thing. He's never going to be a popular guy in the Northwest. We mentioned that.
Right here in Swerve's hometown,
right here in Swerve's hometown in Tacoma.
You think he cares, Tony?
Well, I don't know if he really does or not.
Not in the slightest. Why would anyone care what anyone from Washington State thinks of them?
Specifically from Aberdeen, perhaps?
Especially from Aberdeen.
At that time.
Oh, wow, Hangman, look at that, the boot as Jay White went down, and Hangman just swarming Jay White with those elbows.
Nothing pretty about it, no technique really. Just brutalizing Jay White. So he's served Adam Page very well.
And look at that. That time Hangman said these fans are disrespecting me. Of course they are. Jay White, who is a great wrestler, a great technical wrestler, is in a fight here for revenge.
And you know, when we saw Jay White make his entrance, he was flanked by Juice Robinson, but Colton Austin Gunn, the other members of the Bang Bang Gang, not cleared to travel. Constantly attacked by Hangman Adam Page. So the numbers of the Bang Bang Gang have been depleted as Hangman now fall away slam into the corner. Jay White too close to the ropes. Hangman, his temper getting the better of him there, I think, Nigel.
Well, let's not get ahead of the course. A little bit, a moment of frustration on the face of Page. You can understand, again, right from the outset, that has been Jay White's MO in this match, to frustrate Adam Page.
Now, Jay White, you mentioned earlier when he walked into the ring, it's kind of we're here for revenge. Do you think, though, getting revenge against a guy like Hangman Adam Page will obviously do anything in and out of the ring is a smart move? I mean, I know you want to get back at him, but you're looking at a guy who will just look at him. Look at the fans here in the Tacoma. Each and every blow across the head.
Jay White, as Hangman turned his attention away from Jay White, found himself on the receiving end of that Manhattan drop, but now has White captured in that sleeper hold.
Hangman's type of guy.
Hangman, look at this.
He's not going to let go of it.
Spinning White around, driving him down, and Jay White, though, able to kick out.
A clash of styles here when you talk about the Japanese influence when it comes to Jay White. And just that brutal street fighting attitude of Adam Page. I'm giving the advantage to Page here.
Yeah, so am I. And look at that. He staggered that time. Jay White. Jay got back to his feet, but he hammered him once again. Well, here comes Jay again.
Whoa, whoa. Hangman just rocked Jay White with that elbow strap. I spoke at the outset of this match that Jay White, his preferred style of professional wrestling is counter wrestling. But when you're in there with somebody like Hangman Adam Page, that means Jay White has to leave himself open for some heavy artillery from Hangman, just like that shot.
This is exactly what has happened in the latter half of this match so far. Adam Page has just been laying a beating.
Jay White hangs onto the top rope. Hangman set to the outside. Laces that boot between the top and middle rope.
Watch out, setting up for it.
Now thinking buckshot Larry, but Jay White knew it.
Yeah.
And a simple but smart counter move by Switchblade Jay White.
The early bird gets the worm, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese.
Look how defiant that Jay White is. You know, Nigel, Hangman, you guys were at the Casino Gauntlet match in Wembley, but Jay White was ruined of a chance to go to Wembley. Ruined his Wembley moment by Hangman Adam Page. So you can understand why he's so defiant, why he's so angry.
But Hangman Adam Page, he took his chance to be there. He shot his shot, and had it not been for Jeff Jarrett, he may have been the person now with a title opportunity.
Took it. Had it not been for Bryan Danielson, who won the 2024 Iron Heart Foundation tournament.
And Jay is leaning in right now, guys. Holy smokes, look at this.
And two quick jabs to the jaw, followed by the chop to the chest. Jay White running uppercut in the corner. And now White with Hangman on the shoulder. Hangman escapes Jay. Counter wrestling. Hangman telegraphed the Larry. Jay White counter, connects the DDT, and Hangman not able to kick out.
Well, you can see the pain on the face of Hangman there, how brutal this match has been. Look at Jay pulling himself up. He's going to go back for some more.
Jay White, though, has absorbed a lot of punishment thus far in the match.
Yes, since his injury, this is by orders of magnitude the longest he's been competing inside the ring.
And you have to wonder how Jay White has trained for this match. You can see he is as lean as ever. Still has those 10-pack abs.
That chop, maybe a little high on the chest, perhaps even in the throat of Hangman.
Oh, he hurt his knee.
Hangman landed on his feet with the counter. Favoring that knee, Jay White using Hangman's momentum against him, and now
how about that? He almost jackknifed up in the middle of the air.
He's just grabbing in his knees there. I can see when he hit that clothesline off the middle rope earlier in the match. I think he pulled something in the knee. I noticed he was a little bit ginger. And that certainly seems to be getting worse and exacerbated as this match continues.
Well, Jay White would not mind at all working on that knee to try to injure Hangman Adam Page. Quid pro quo.
Jay White has Hangman on the top, not going after the knee, instead maybe looking for one big shot to take the Hangman down. But Page digging his thumbs into the eyes of Switchblade Jay White.
Anybody's weakness, the eye socket.
White
Oh, that knee is... that's tough for him.
Hangman, his boot is caught underneath the top rope, and he's...
That's where Jay White needs to go to work, and he was doing that.
Hangman trying to cover up, and Jay White now digging his thumbs into Hangman's eyes.
That's what we're talking about, revenge. Fans are loving this, too. What a great crowd here at the Tacoma Dome. And they are hating the Hangman.
Oh, but Hangman hoists up Jay White. Driver on the ring apron.
Made a mistake there, Nigel, and Jay White turned away.
We talked earlier tonight about this business being a case of seconds, and just it was half a second without Adam Page there. Get that Death Valley driver on the apron, and now clearly in the driver's seat.
You know, interestingly enough, as Hangman Adam Page returns Jay White to the ring, Jay clutching the back of his neck.
Look at the eyes.
And Hangman thinking buckshot here as Jay White staggers forward, gets rocked back towards the center. Hangman
Well, there's one place right now Jay White does not want to be, and that's slightly past the center of the ring.
And I think even though he's dangling here in days, he knows that, Mike. We're just holding on to the ropes.
Plenty of veteran experience, ring awareness.
And Jay White's so highly intelligent, but I mean, when you're in there with a heavy hitter like Hangman Adam Page, there's little that you can do, as Hangman now has Jay White sized up, and Jay White staggers back.
Oh, watch out!
Jay White trying to accelerate into Hangman, but Hangman cutting off that big elbow strike. I was going to say, the interesting point about wait, Hangman. He took that elbow strike, I think, to hit that dragon screw in the ropes.
Yeah, you may be right. A little bit of a smile on the face of Jay White after that, Excalibur. Boy, he is so resilient as Hangman.
The power bomb on the apron, and now on the steps.
I don't know if Jay White's going to be able to continue, guys.
The point I was about to make a few minutes ago, Nigel, is that Switchblade Jay White, when he was injured, take another look at that powerbomb. When he was injured in the match with Hangman Adam Page, we know he was taken out of action. He was on the shelf, but we do not know the nature of that injury. Jay White not giving us any tells. He's not taped up. He doesn't have an extra brace on. So we can only speculate on that, as can Hangman.
That's a fantastic point, actually. Maybe as this match continues, he's turning out, trying to get Page in the ring to get a momentary respite for White. If there was some damage that took him out, to your point, Page is not aware.
Referee Paul Turner admonishing Hangman Adam Page, trying to get the action back in the ring. The match can't be won by either competitor when both men are on the floor.
Well, you know, this thing is about revenge, this match, and sometimes you want revenge so badly, you don't even think about what you're walking into, and it's very apparent right now.
Adam Page is cheating.
Hangman needs to be very, very careful here. He was already fined and suspended earlier this year. He could be heading down that road once again. He lays his hand. No, Jay White got it. All right.
Switchblade into a big sword. Well done, Tony.
Oh, boy.
Jay White, the knee breaker on the side of the ramp. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before.
I agree, Excalibur. You used the right term, breaker. That could have broken something, and may have.
Let's see if we can from a different angle exactly the impact. Right across the front of the shin, underneath the kneecap.
When we talk about a sword, that's nothing on the rampway, which is solid.
Paul Turner giving a 5 count, but Jay White, he broke the count. Ducked into the ring, went back to
rue that decision.
Or perhaps Jay White, you can feel that Hangman Adam Page is not out of this fight yet.
Let's be honest, we all know Adam Page, if there's a breath in his body, he's getting back in the ring, bad leg or not.
I don't think Jay White cares one way or the other. Whether he's going to roll him in the ring here. Let's see if he stays on the knee. He should. Hangman's up, my God!
Wild swing by Hangman as Jay White dragon screw. Hangman's momentum carried him across the ring, but it carried him up to his feet. Jay White,
What a fine match, Excalibur.
it certainly is. White just peppering Hangman with shots in the corner. Jay White, though, on the breaks, and now Hangman, though, back elbow. White, I think he was searching for that Uranage.
And again, clubbing
Here
from
it comes.
under the jaw.
That's the prelude.
With power, 2, no, Hangman able to kick out.
Interesting pinfall attempt there from Jay White, allowing him to try to get his body lower across the hips rather than the shoulders, forcing Adam Page to use his legs to kick out. Just watch this. First the...
Oh, Jay White looking for the Blade Runner.
Back to live action. Jay White was looking for Blade Runner. Hangman was thinking Deadeye. No. Low blow attempt.
Got the foot of the referee for crying.
But Jay White, he avoided the low blow from Hangman. And Hangman got spiked. Jay White would control the wrist on Hangman Page.
Here comes
Blade Runner.
Oh, Jay White looking for the Blade Runner. Deadeye.
With the knee.
what a counter. Amazing.
The knee of Hangman Adam Page bore the brunt of the impact, as did the neck of Jay White.
That was just reflex from Adam Page, electing to hit the Deadeye with a bad knee. But ask yourself this, fellas. That double or buckshot flipping lariat, will his knee be able to withstand that?
I think we're going to find out here in just a moment if he can position. Look at
Should he even go for it?
Well, he's looking at Jay White in the middle of the ring. He wants to go for it. Gonna get your answer here.
This could be.
Oh, Adam Page looking for the buckshot lariat. Blade Runner. Yes!